Our perennial nearlyweds. What can I do for you?
We'd like to talk to Lakin.
We're looking for Ted and Christy. We thought Lakin might know where Ted was.
Well, if Ted's with Christy, she wouldn't know about it.
Well, has Ted been here today?
Yes, he was here with Lakin, and he left. Well, it was a while ago.
Would you mind looking, Augusta?
No, I don't suppose so. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. You know, I don't think we should postpone it. It's what your father wants.
I just don't think it's fair for us to go off on a honeymoon when something's likely to happen to him.
Well, we could put off the honeymoon, but we should still get married. We can be living together and start looking out for each other a little more.
That's the only thing that would make life more bearable.
Well, I mean, I'm always going to be there for you, whether we're married or not. You know that, John. But I just as soon make it official, you know? I really want to become your husband. You think you're about ready to let me?
Do people get into trouble for saying no to police officers?
Oh, all kinds of trouble.
Well, I don't need any more trouble. Yes.
Good. That was the right answer.
I don't want him to die, Cruz.
Eden, Cruz,
Hello.
have you been waited on?
Hi,
Or are you having trouble finding a place to be alone?
No, this is embarrassing. We were looking for Ted, and we thought Lakin might know where he is.
Augusta's talking to Lakin now.
Gotcha. Well, it's nice seeing you two together, looking so happy. I hope that you decide to continue what you started soon.
Does that mean we have your blessing?
Without reservation.
I'm sorry. I've looked everywhere for Lakin. Maybe she went with Ted. That's all I can think of. Did she say anything to you?
No, I haven't seen either one of them.
Would you mind if I used your phone for a little while? I need to make a couple of calls.
Of course not. They're not in any trouble, are they? I mean, nothing's wrong.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about Lakin. Ted might be a different story, actually.
Well, you think that reassures me? They might be together. I just want to know what's going on.
Actually, Augusta, if you'll let me make my calls, I'll be glad to fill you in on everything I know.
All right, fine. Go ahead. Eden, why don't you sit down?
Yeah, yes, please do.
I don't want your father to think we're inhospitable.
Hello?
Steve?
Yeah, that's right. Who's this?
It's Cruz, man.
Yeah, what's up, Cruz?
You wouldn't have any idea where Christy is, would you?
No, none at all. I've been looking for her myself. We all have.
Well, so are we.
Well, good. I hope the police can locate her. And listen, if you do, I'd appreciate you letting me know about it right away. I want to go get her myself. I don't want her being frightened by the police.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Have any suggestions on where we might look?
Well, if I did, I'd be there myself, you know?
Right. Well, let's make it a point to keep in touch. I'll be talking to you.
Okay.
Cruz, have you found Christy yet?
No, Steve, I'm sorry to say that's not why we're here.
Well, I was hoping that...
Well, we are still looking, no, believe me.
Well, if you're not here about Christy, then what?
I'm running an errand. The DA had your desk cleaned out, and he asked me to bring over some things. I guess this is stuff you left in your office.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know it's kind of an awkward situation.
What, my being fired? What's awkward about it? You give a damn about that?
Yeah, I thought you did. Whatever, I want you to know that I'm going to keep looking for the guy who raped your sister, and I am going to find him.
Well, you don't have to look very far. I know it was Ted, no matter what Christy said in court.
What?
That's so out of line,
How
man.
dare you say something like that?
Mr. Bassett thinks somebody in your family got to Christy and paid her off. He has a tendency to believe what he wants to
Well, that's
believe.
ridiculous, and it's totally untrue.
You're forgetting, I was in Christy's hospital room the morning after she was raped. I remember seeing the fear in her eyes, and I remember hearing her say Ted's name. You ought to remember it too, Cruz.
She
even made
explained
her-
that in court.
Well, sure she did. After somebody got to her.
Look, for what it's worth, I was in that hospital room that morning. I saw in her the same thing that Steve did. The difference is that I don't believe that Christy was accusing Ted when she named him. She meant something else by that.
Mary, stay out of this. Nobody cares what you believe.
Well, I care. At least one of you's come to your senses.
I don't think I want to hear any more out of you either, Miss
Well-
Capel. Cruz, what's being done to find my sister?
Ted. No. Mary. Yeah. It's Ted. Ted did it.
Christy wasn't afraid of Ted that morning. She was afraid of me. Oh, no.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just realized how rude we're being. We haven't even asked them to sit down.
Well, I wasn't planning to. Then I'm making a social call.
Listen, at least sit down. Let me offer you something.
No, really, we have a lot to do, Mary, and not a lot of time to
just
do it.
a cup of coffee. I mean, Steve doesn't have much around the house, but I'm
Well, if
sure
they
he
want
has
to leave,
coffee.
let them leave.
Steve, I think that maybe if we all got together, we could figure out places where Ted and Christy might have gone. I mean, it might help, right? One of us might be able to come up with something. I'm getting to know Christy's habits pretty well.
Well, Cruz, we could stay for a little while, couldn't we?
Well, of course, sure. Why not? And you can't think of anything that might have caused her to run away like this?
No, nothing. 1 minute she was right here in this room. Next minute she bolted. Neither Mary nor I can figure out what got into her, right, Mary?
Right. Excuse me, I'm going to run down the hall to my apartment. Steve doesn't have coffee cups.
Well, I'll come with you.
You don't have to.
No, I'd like to help, really. You know, I want to thank you for having so much faith in Ted. You know, I was thinking that it must have been awfully hard for you to have left the convent. Probably even harder for you to enter it.
Oh, entering it was not a problem. In fact, I've just begun realizing what it was that made me do that. Do you mind if I confide in you?
Of course not.
I know it seems like a really strange request, but I mean, you know, sometimes it's easier to talk to people that you don't know very well. And I really need to talk to somebody right now. I've been really troubled lately. I've been remembering some things. You know, right before I went into the convent, I had this fight with Steve, and he hit me. I don't even remember what the fight was about, but afterwards, he was really nice, and he brought me flowers, and he took me to the beach.
Yeah?
Well, we had a good time at the beach, but then later on that night, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Something really strange happened. Oh, I haven't thought about this in a long time. I can't.
Mary, what is it? What's wrong? You can trust me. You can tell me.
I can't talk about this. Steve.
You don't have to be so modest.
Get out of here. I'm changing.
You're a beautiful girl, Mary. You could have just about any man you wanted.
I don't feel like I could. I feel ugly. I haven't had a date in I don't know how long.
That's because you don't have enough confidence in yourself. Maybe if you felt more like a real woman, you'd be better able to handle men in those kind of situations. But all has to start from inside you, you know?
Steve, I gotta change my clothes.
I could help you. There's a lot I could show you if you let me. I don't think I've ever really told you how you make me feel, have I, Mary? There's a special kind of warmth that comes over me when I'm close to you.
Mary, what is it? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, I just realized when I went into the convent, I left Christy there all alone, unprotected. Oh, poor baby.
Mary, Mary, look, I'm really sorry, but I just don't see where the connection is. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, Eden, I was just coming for you. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to take off. I just checked in downtown and there's something I gotta do.
Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to forgive us. Is it all right?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry about the coffee.
Oh, no, that's okay. We'll take a rain check.
You two been out here all this time?
We were just talking. Give me a call sometime and we'll get together, okay? All right,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Eden, wait a second. What are you gonna say to your father?
Well, I'm gonna tell him that we decided to get married.
That makes me feel really good. I bet you that's gonna make him feel good too.
I think so.
Let's do it.